Welcome back to Overexposed, where today we're going to be talking about a brand new film stock. The only problem with that is, it's not brand new. Let's talk about that. So in the past couple of weeks, I keep seeing these articles about Fuji's new film stock, Fujifilm 400. Available at all online major retailers, Fuji has kind of done a soft launch with this film. There were no press releases, no announcements of this film of any kind. Just one day, Fujifilm Superior 400 Extra is listed as discontinued, and the new Fujifilm 400 being listed in its place. At this point, I haven't been able to find any data sheets, so today I'm going to be talking about why that I think this film is an imposter. Let's rewind to last year, when, if you all remember, there were reports all over the internet about Fuji's reformulation of their 200 speed film. A lot of folks couldn't help but remark that this film was very similar to Kodak 200 when looking at the data sheets, Kodak Gold 200 to be specific. Almost every metric with the new Fujifilm 200 lined up exactly with Fujifilm Gold 200, leaving folks to conclude that probably this new 200 speed film from Fujifilm was just repurposed Kodak. I think that over the past couple of years, and I actually made a video about this recently with Fujifilm's recent announcement that they were suspending new film orders in Japan, that Fuji's been having a really hard time keeping up with the demand for film. And couple that with their lack of R&D in the film department, lack of new formulations of film, it's causing quite an issue for the company. It should come as no surprise that they would be looking for ways to streamline their film production. It seems like what they landed on for 200 speed film at least was just, hey, let's buy the film from Kodak. Works fine enough. And at least to this point, I think that's what's been happening. If you were to go out and buy a box of Fujifilm 200 speed film, it's going to be that repackaged Kodak film. And that brings us back around to the new Fujifilm 400. At least at this point, we don't have data sheets where we can check each number and check the different color profiles and see how similar or dissimilar this is to some of Kodak's 400 speed film. But there is one critical piece of information on the new film stock that tells us exactly what this is. So on all of Fuji's old film products, on Superior Extra 400, it says right on the back of the pack, packaged in USA, manufactured in Japan. And so if you look at the new Fujifilm 400, it says right on the back, made in USA. Well, so I could think of a few things manufactured in the USA: pickup trucks, not great beer, and Kodak film, as it happens. I think with this in mind, this tells us everything we need to know. The film that Fuji is packaging and marketing as their new Fujifilm 400 speed film is just something they're buying off Kodak, thus it being manufactured in USA. Kodak is the only major film manufacturer in the United States. It has to have come out of Rochester, right? This is Kodak film that Fuji is repackaging in all likelihood. That also kind of explains why it got such a soft launch. Most companies, when they have a new product, they're like, hey, guys, check it out. We got a super cool new product, a big press conference. I mean, look at Kodak when they're getting ready to announce a new film. Even before the film is announced, they're filtering the film into hands of photographers, letting them sample it, having articles published explaining the characteristics of the film, all these different things. And there's a whole media tour, media circus that surrounds the launch of a new film, at least from Kodak. And so with this film, you get just all of a sudden one day we have a new film on the market. It seems like they're kind of tucking their tail between their legs. Maybe they're a little ashamed of it. So let me be clear. This is not great news. Fujifilm Superior 400 Extra has been discontinued. We have lost a film stock, and we haven't got a new film stock in its place. We're just getting Kodak film repackaged and sold in a different colored box. Not great news. So that really changes the headline surrounding this film. This is not a new film stock. We are losing a film stock. Not great, not good. Red lights on the dash flashing. So what's the broader takeaway that we can get from Fuji's new film that they've announced here? It's not great. It's not a great sign for the film development and manufacture at Fuji. It continues to show that Fuji isn't committed to the future of film. Shows that we're in trouble when it comes to the cool, awesome film stocks, Provia, Velvia, all the good stuff that we love from Fuji. These film stocks are probably short timers. Fuji doesn't have any interest in playing this game. All of these moves that Fuji make continue to point in one direction, and that direction is, we don't give a crap, let Kodak do it. So I think that's all really bad news. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this announcement. I'm pretty pessimistic. I really liked Superior Extra 400. I thought it was a great film stock, and I actually shot it quite often. So to end this video on a positive note, why don't you take a look at my recent trip to Colorado, take a look at some of my wonderful portrait images from that trip. But as always, guys, I appreciate you guys watching my videos, but if you could take a second to subscribe before you go, that would mean the world. Catch you guys later.